Blink Initiator, something that they did lack. This is why I mentioned Doom as well. Once you pick up the Blink Dagger with the War Stomp, you can't be the one joining the fight first, allowing your Pangolier to find the right target.
So they did end up going to Anisha on the Earth Spirit, putting on the Primal Beast. Senia, of course, back on that Ancient Emperor, leaving Boxy on the Dark Willow. And how much does this axe do for you? This final pick, is it percentage changing? Does it move the lines here for the side of Evil Geniuses, or is it still kind of, with how the results have been, heavily favoring Liquid in this first game?
I think they needed a pick like that, but it's also a bit of a on a slower side. I think Pango will, I think C-Smile needs to be super active. Want to see how the bottom lane is going to go, because this is Primal Beast into Vengeful Spirit, not the best hero that deals with Primal Beast. You have one stun, Phantom Assassin can use the Blink Strike, run away from it, but then again, there's also Dark Willow, so this is a killer lane. Not just a killer lane, overall a killer lineup coming up from Liquid. You have mid Earth Spirit, one of the heroes that comes online the fastest, I would say, and also Pangolier. I think it's going to be how many rotations C-Smile is going to be able to make, and also in terms of stacking, Boxy has been pretty amazing so far at this tournament, because he managed to stack in one game when they played against Mid-Doom 16 cams when he was playing Shadow Demon. You know, Shadow Demon, one of the better stackers in the game. Same goes for Vengeful Spirit, but Panda's playing position 5 Venge, which means that he's not going to be in triangle. And Matthew on this Treant Protector, I don't think you can stack as many camps as some of these heroes that I mentioned. It's going to be much more difficult.
This definitely seems to be shifting into a little bit of a stack meta. Like, there are definitely more teams that are taking advantage of heavy stacks. Like we saw Tundra, and that game is always the one that's come to mind to me throughout these first couple of days, with 35 stacks within their game. And you're talking about how, you know, you had one player getting 15 stacks in a game. It's giving that extra gold on a map that already has so much gold to be had, right?
Yeah, you need to have someone to clear those stacks with, because you're creating gold out of nothing, experience. So very, I would say this meta, very oriented around the stacks in general. Sometimes if you feel like there's always something to do. And we can see EG trying to smoke, count to 5, go through the gates. And let's see who they can find. Very good move. I like this a lot. Smoke is gonna expire in a couple of seconds. Not sure if they're gonna find anyone.
And looking at Senia up towards the top lane, but not seeing anybody just yet. We've seen this move a couple of times. We saw it by LGD. They made a smoke and all went through the Twin Gate. They tried to invade and find somebody. They ultimately ended up getting first blood, but it was from an already stable position that was up near this bounty rune. And we're starting to shift back on Liquid, and Senia might find himself in a little bit of trouble. Doesn't exactly march the steps of the high ground.
Seems like it's being pinged out. Yeah, Nisha, I believe he scouted one of the heroes, so he immediately pinged it out.
Now he
Gonna drop down Observer Ward, and look at this deforestation in the top lane. AA starting with the Crawling Blade, know that he's playing against Treant Protector, so he's gonna remove most of the trees. And Nikkei, he's very dead here.
Yeah, blood grenades there. They've got the Battle Hunger on him. They're even gonna add a +1 to Matthew, who's gonna come over just in case.
Just achieved first
blood going the way of Evil Geniuses as Whisper grabs it.
Whisper's like, sorry, but not sorry. I also want to get my Ring of Health as soon as possible. He did not want to take it, but they also lost the vision. Phantom Assassin could not attack, but yeah, he's going to use that gold wisely. You get to your Vanguard early on in this lane, Terrorblade, he really can't touch you.
So really looking for that Vanguard just to maintain this lane. And of course, you know, the TV going to that early level into the Metamorphosis, trying to secure that early farm, maybe put some damage out there. See what he can do once he does get that meta the second time. That's usually when you will see something maybe killer, but against a tanky Treant and potentially a Ring of Health Axe on that second Metamorphosis that's going to come, I don't know if they really have the damage potential coming into the later minutes.
Yeah, usually we see him starting with Reflection and then playing the lane, but he wanted to secure some of the earlier CS, and Matthew gonna pull the creep wave back between tier 1 and tier 2 tower. Also, a lot of the times you'll see Treant Protector starting with Orb of Venom, but you're playing against Reflection, so you don't want to get slowed. So starting instead with the Magic Stick. Problem is, there are not many trees to work with in this top lane, because again, Insania started with the Crawling Blade.
Very standard AA item pickup right there.
Oh yeah. Before, it would mean, you know, you're griefing, you're turning into carry, but against Nature's Prophet, against 3 Protector, you need to have it on the supports.
Radiant's
Thinking
courier
about
has
maybe-
been killed.
Bottom lane onslaught coming through, as well as the Bramble Maze. Not going to catch anybody, but into the Shadow Realm and throwing that shot over to Pakaz. And it looked like they might get Boxy Hughes down to about 200, 175 health, but a good onslaught coming through from Zai, pushing them away and keeping them alive. Good matchup so far, 10-2 for C-Smile. Couple of side bottom, and Pakaz, who onslaught in, looking for the right click to get the kill, but he'll die first. They do end up getting the Phantom Assassin, but they lose that Primal Beast, Pakaz, before he gets that kill.
At least Pakaz got that last hit. If he didn't get it, that would be very bad for EG, but overall, not a bad trade, because you're already low in HP and you have massive, this is double wave we're talking about. He's keeping it close to the tower. As Phantom Assassin, you should be able to farm those. Oh, look at this slow in the top lane.
Going for it, look for Insania, trying to get this Ancient Apparition, gets back towards the tower. Now the eyes are on Matthew, as they need one more shot to get that kill. Mickey gets it, and we'll have a Battle Hunger on him. They're down kind of low on the side of Liquid. They can't kill Whisper, but getting a kill there is everything that they kind of want at the moment in a lane that's kind of tough to find some kills. As Nisha rolls in onto C-Smile, and C-Smile needs to be very careful about his positioning.
Mid is pretty even, as expected. You know, this is Pango against Earth Spirit, so both heroes are going to do well. Especially in this patch, I think you need to know how to play these two heroes. Kick underneath the tower, C-Smile will swashbuckle away.
And Nisha trying to put some pressure on a C-Smile and throw him under that tower. I've seen that attempt a couple of times. The cooldowns aren't exactly that high. He doesn't have a lot of mana to work with anymore for it, but see how both heroes adjust as they're sitting level 4. And then seems to be a pretty back and forth aggressive lane. So there is that stun. Of course, there's the onslaught to get on top. Maybe a Bramble Maze. If they get that extra lockdown on Liquid, they could get themselves a kill. Whisper can kind of be by himself at this point, too. He's already got that ring of health. And they do leave him over alone. And Nisha, in Nature's Grasp, Matthew's over mid, making this Earth Spirit's life a little bit uncomfortable.
They might try to go for Whisper in the top lane before he gets Vanguard. I believe they do have enough damage. Might need a Blood Grenade for some extra slow. Reflection, Metamorphosis, level 2. It's ton of damage, so Whisper, he wants to stay slightly less greedy right now. Pick up that Vanguard, because he's getting very close to it, just 100 gold away.
Already has that courier over at the secret shop. Pick up that Vitality booster, and then Vanguard should be good to survive in this zone. Couple of kills early on, things quieting down as everybody's getting their first few levels under their belt. See, maybe okay making a move where he's got this Metamorphosis. Nobody coming through the Twin Gates just yet. We've seen a couple of teams utilize that, but Cold Feet, Whisper, slowed up, gets out of the range, so he's not going to freeze over. Meanwhile, C-Smile over mid. He's out of mana, and he's only got 200 life to live with, so he's got to walk all the way back to base as he's got an empty bottle, and this leaves the lane open for Nisha.
This will push Nisha closer to level 6, even though Earth Spirit's not the hero that needs level 6 by any means, but he's also a hero that once you get that level 6, you can easily make a rotation, especially with the 6-minute rule.
Cold Feet's on to Matthew, but not the crazy guys. Is that going to have him freeze over? The Nature's Grasp is down. They've got some spins coming out from Whisper. With the Metamorphosis, he'll get the kill on Matthew. It ends up being a trade, and again, Whisper is kind of the one who can stand his ground, help out with some damage from that counter helix, and okay, sitting low, but is okay for now.
As third lane, you should be pretty happy with these trades, because Ancient Apparition can come back to the lane, bring you some extra region for you. You got the solo XP, you got the last hit gold. I want to see this 6-minute rune rotation. Boxy, he's already in the river. It's going to be for Nisha. Regeneration. That's a big one. C-Smile's not going to find anything, but might find Insania. No room, however.
Insania's kind of in this really good spot for C-Smile because he can bounce off those steps and try to get the kill, but now the hit from Insania.
Still gonna get the kill.
So with the Swashbuckle gets the kill, the Bramble Maze is down. C-Smile in some trouble, but he does have the help of Matthew. The living armor, and he's able to really just take a beat down and not really lose a lot of life.
these both offlaners with Vanguard, not your traditional Titan on Primal Beast, but I think in this situation, you want to tank up as much as possible. We already talked about like limited damage that they have, unless they rotate Pango or Axe early on. I don't think Primal Beast is dying.
4-3. Now let's take a look. So there will be another stack. Ooh, trample on top of the cars, but not really doing anything. Trying to clean up some of these creeps, and this is a triple stack on the Ancients. Got a stamp of the big camp over in the triangle for the side of EG. I'm just, you know, we were talking stacks beforehand, and there's no stacks made for Liquid in their own triangle.
We talked about the importance of the stacks. One of the reasons why Panda moved to the top lane, because Vengeful Spirit can stack multiple camps. There's 5 against 0. Spirit Protector can, like, he's super strong. He can stack 1, maybe 2, but you need to use mana, and it's not like you have some extra mana to spare. It's 90
nice on
Nature's
Mickey.
Grasp. We talked about this.
And going through the Twin Gate, gets the Sunder off. Whisper comes over. 4 heroes here for the side of Evil Geniuses. They have the control, but isn't going to be enough. He's low on Mickey. There's the Culling Blade. They'll chop him in half, get the Terror Blade out of the fight to start. Akazi's working with a lot of health here. He does have a Living Armor. Throws a Stifling Dagger over on the Dark Willow, who goes into the Shadow Realm. Throws a shot over to Panda. Lands on a Boxy. There's a chance at another Culling Blade, and will cut Boxy in half as well. Good fight for Evil Geniuses as they look even further for Nisha, who's going to try and get through the Twin Gate. As it's a long jump over, and Paul was on cooldown for another 2 seconds once he got through.
Yeah, some good early rotation from EG. Not just like supports coming through the gates, but also Pakaz showing up as level 5 Phantom Assassin. Like we've seen that from LGD quite a lot. Shiro being super active, going through the gates, especially when he's playing Luna and Panda. They'll go through the gates, get the D board.
But they look for the roll. They've got Panda.
It's a roll, but should still be a kill.
Yeah. Nisha getting that kill, and he's not sitting too high with CS, but net worth-wise, he's middle of the pack. He's ahead of the Pangolier for now.
He's putting up a barricade.
You get anything you can. And look at how deep Evil Geniuses are.
His top tower is under attack.
While they were killing Terrorblade, they placed down this deep observer board. Might get devoted later on, but they might find Terrorblade again. Mickey, he's in trouble. They know he has no thunder.
Yeah, they've got the call.
Another dunk.
Well, this is a problem for Mickey. This is not just one death, but it's going to be a second one here.
Never mind.
Tower's about to be ready.
I think it's fine if Pakaz, just grabs the kill there, because when you're playing with the Axe, most of the time you will not get any of the kills. He wants to take all of them, and you can't really blame Axe players.
It's good kills for Pakaz, right? But is it a worry that he's getting too involved right now, or would you rather him be sitting back and farming more? As Rolling Thunder was used over in the river. Got a magic missile, they'll bounce up Nisha again, and with the swashbuckler, they're going to get another kill. See Smile looking perfect with that Rolling Thunder, but now can he survive? The retaliation coming up for Team Liquid. They get the kill to see Smile. They look over at Panda. They've got the trample. Some Metamorphosis shots coming in from Mickey. And running away. Bramble Maze down. Doesn't wrap around anybody. Liquid only come out with a Pango kill. But
that Pango kill is pretty big. I mean, he had double damage. So one of the reasons why they got the kill on Anisha, had that swashbuckle. It took them down to like 70% HP. Zai will pick up the bottle from Nisha, use Haste Rune, and they're immediately going to smoke. Reaper is super farm, just 300 gold away from his Blink Dagger, has Thunderstoy. That's just
like
Vanguard, it's also Phase Boots. One of the times you will not see it, right? Making a move using that haste.
Yeah, Bramble Maze, that holds him down. He's got a call, but it's only extending the inevitable death of his. It's a 4 times killing streak going the way of Zai, giving him a good chunk of gold on this Primal Beast. He's second in the net worth now. Let's go. Vanguard Phase Boots Blade.
You can disassemble Vanguard, get into Heart later on. You just become extremely tanky. In terms of like damage that they have on the ground, it's not the best. We already talked about Vengeful Spirit, Twin Protector not dealing the most damage early on. Both of these supports are very defensive based early on with the swap, with the Overgrowth, Living Armor, but there's going to be always this threat against Phantom Assassin, this Blade Mail, and they might pick up 2 of them. For now, Nisha is going for full Spirit Vessel to reduce some of the healing, have extra damage. We've seen Nisha use Magnetize and completely whiff it, but we'll need another one. Like, that's going to be a ton of damage. Has those Urn of Shadow charges. Spirit Vessel is being delivered as we speak.
Is that going to be an item where they make a move right after he picks it up, smoke up, and go? Try to get something?
I can see it happening. I just want to see if they have, but they don't have any smokes at the moment, not on the heroes, so might just need to farm up a little bit more. Makaz also having a decent time on Phantom Assassin. Didn't invest his gold to upgrade into Orb of Corrosion. Instead, he's just farming with the casual Blightstone, and Whisper farming some gigantic stacks here in the outer ring.
And this should be pretty good timing on this Battle Fury, as he only sits about 700 gold away from it. Map's been pretty open for him. He's been involved in 5 of the 8 kills that EG have. He got
we
the
said
for the kill on
like
AK.
he mentioned that Makaz is very active, and we saw him rotating as a level 5 Phantom Assassin, getting early involved, which gave him some, you know, good chunk of gold. They did manage to kill the tower in the top lane.
Soul Ring's next for him. A little bit of mana sustain for his Primal Beast. He's been doing all right. You know, he only has 1 death, 1 kill, but now he's come over. He's got that Blade Mail. He has a stack to take. Boost up his net worth going forward. He's sitting top of the net worth for the side of Liquid, and with the game slowing down for the last few minutes or so, it's also giving Mickey an opportunity to kind of farm out too.
I could see EG getting a smoke and maybe smoking into enemy, like, Tormentor area, try to snatch the XP rune, because Pango just finished off the Defusal. This is the big timing for Pango. A lot of minus armor, and of course he found himself a Lance of Pursuit. You turned it back on Pango. This is got, like, Ricky is like this is like, you know, upgraded Ricky. 1 swashbuckle from behind, extra slow from Orb of Corrosion, a lucky shot, the minus armor. These swashbuckles are gonna hurt. They need to take him down instantly.
So is Ricky at home better than Ricky in life?
Yeah, Ricky at home. This Pango might do the trick.
Liquid. It breaks. They go to the Rolling Thunder immediately from Seasmile. Brandon is down. Overgrowth soon to be used here by Matthew. Bumping up Foxy into the air, back and forth. He's on the edge of those steps. Magnetize placed on Matthew as well as Seasmile. The swashbucket against and try to get the kill on a Foxy. They've also got a Battle Hunger in the way of return. They get Foxy, but they won't go over Pulverize. Ice Blast coming over the Spirit Vessel. Down goes Seasmile. And 2 heroes are dead on the side of Evil Geniuses. As the smoke was broken, it looked like a good retaliation from EG. Liquid come out ahead.
Axe was not in that fight. So I'm not sure where Axe gold went, because he was like very close to his Blink Dagger a couple of minutes ago.
He's got this
He died once, but
Middle tower's not feeling the love.
this is supposed to be like the big timing. They only smoked with 2 heroes, Stream Protector and Pango, and Liquid was so ready. Liquid with some moist moves, ready to counter smoke into the enemy jungle, finding the right targets. Finally, they have Blink Dagger on Axe. 15 minutes into the game, a bit. I mean, he did purchase a Blade Mail. Sometimes you'll see just like immediately into Blink Dagger if they lack initiation, but seems like he prioritized some more farming and also clearing the ancient creeps. It's not like you don't have counter helix to deal with it, but
Nisha?
Nisha scouting things out. Rest of the team a bit far away.
Not jumped yet, but everybody's here for EG. Link Cullen trying to roll. That's an easy one for EG. Whisper actually missing the Culling Blade, so that's going to be on cooldown for 100, but will they get this kill? Nisha just on the opposite side of the map, away from the rest of his squad. Whisper as well as Panda nearby on Insania and Zai. Might look to make another move as Whisper blinks into the lane, and now they've got the onslaught, the trample, the ice blast. The swap was only on the Zai. It doesn't save Whisper's life, but now the pulverize. That means 2 die. Seasmile trying to get something out of this with the Rolling Thunder. They've got the Nature's Grasp down. Overgrowth committing to lock down Zai and make sure that Seasmile can stay on top of him, but the onslaught bounces them up into the air, and now he's able to run away.
No way he's getting out of this one.
Swashbuckle in a second, but the distance isn't there, and it's off the mark. He just TP's out.
Oh man, Zai, what a player. Like, all of these items that he invested into, having this Blade Mail, having Vanguard, Magic Wand, Older Axe, upgrading the String of Protection into Soul Ring, like 13 minutes into the game. he becomes super tanky, gets onslaught on like sliver of the HP and manages to survive.
Dire is
Zai
scared
is
for
carrying
enemies.
this game really hard for Liquid.
Still looking to fight bottom, terrorize. That lands, the fear is there, but the battle hunger taking him out. So Insania not able to be saved, and they're still coming over, but a TP away from the Dark Willow, and the rest of Liquid have evacuated the area. Zai going into the BKB. We talked about how important this item is for a Primal Beast, and he now sits tied atop of the net worth with his own Terror Blade, so his item bomb could be quite good. Roll blocked with a blink coming in from Whisper. He's not able to get out of this one, and I've got the magic missile that Nature's grab for control, but he'll roll away from this side of EG. Initiative. He drops down, gets the roll. They've got the onslaught. Now they're going on to the bench. Panda low, magic missile. Shield crash through. Matthew's low as well. He'll be the first one to fall on the side of Evil Geniuses. They're still chasing Panda, trying to find him with a magnetize on him. Isha, Shield Rune's only got a sliver left. Only 8 available on it. Tumbler's toy. Panda away from Nisha. He TP out the roll, not connecting yet, but finally gets the vision to put the Spirit Vessel on him. Puts himself into the corner, and Nisha eventually will get the kill.
Reduce some of that damage taken, but the warded Panda placed, I believe it's going to get devorded because Nisha caught a glimpse of it, and yeah, he's going to go in there and devore that one, get some extra gold for Boxy, experience for himself. Team Liquid, they have 2 of the best initiators in the game that don't require Blink Daggers, who are super tanky. You have Primal Beast, you have Earth Spirit, who can easily roll in, onslaught in, find the right targets, and they have this thing to reduce your healing, not just with the Spirit Vessel, but of course Ancient Apparition. If they lock onto a target, Ice Blast, like there needs to be immediate swap from EG to try to save the hero that's being focused by Liquid.
Yeah, the swap that happened top was onto the Primal Beast. Maybe they'd probably able to save Whisper, yeah. They had gotten him with that swap. Now he's got that Blink Dagger. He's also looking for a BKB on the axe. Only 2,000 net worth lead here for Liquid. Evil Geniuses, I think some would say with the first phase of the group stage performance that EG had, this should have looked more one-sided, but they are really holding their own. You have that sigh of relief getting through that tiebreaker, and now you can kind of reset, right? Like, you have a chance to be in the upper bracket.
Granting that second life.
Radiant's middle tower
They
is
could
not
be potentially
being
in the upper bracket, as you said, so a lot at stake here. They also have Phantom Assassin, one of the strongest late game carries in the game, and it's only 2k gold lead for Liquid at the moment. AK has been like very silent going into Manta style to amplify some of his farm, and you know that these e-gamers, they love to build Manta style against Treant Protector every single time they play against it. They don't want to purchase into early BKB. This is my problem with like Treant Protector position 4, where you can't really do as many things. If you're like snowballing the game, the hero's going to shine because you can get to those items. For now, you have Arcane Boots and you have your Shard. It's relatively annoying to deal with it because you can like break your smokes, you need to carry dust, put a lot of sentries down. But in terms of scaling, like getting to your second, third item can be very difficult. One of the reasons why Matthew has Hand of Midas queued up. He thinks, you know, that this game might last long enough for him to get the value going from that Hand of Midas, but it's very, very far away.
Yeah, he's not.
You would be happy about this. You would be like, yeah, he's halfway there. 200 gold.
I knew you were gonna say that. I sensed by the way you said he's only got 200 gold.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe I just say he's close to this Midas to see what the reaction is. But
close to Gloves of Haste.
yeah, he's almost got the Gloves of Haste. Maybe he can get that Blink Dagger. By the way, as we were talking about all that, Kyle's got his BKB. We'll see how they react to that. Swashbuckle Magnetize. That comes in with the 3-mag silence. Now they're going to onslaught. They've got the swap inside of Magic. The Spirit Vessel on him.
It's on all of them.
Magnetize will take them out. And now they've got the kill on the 3 with Panda falling.
Thanks for
That
playing,
BKB proving useful for Zai. And they clean up 1, 2, 3 heroes on EG and should be able to take a tier 2 tower.
Radiant sketches off.
Water roll in from Nisha, Magnetize onto 3, I believe. AA Blast connected onto 2 of them, plus Spirit Vessel, and also amplifying all of that damage. Ancient Apparitions, Ice Vortex, it's maxed out. That's extra 25% damage increase. Plus also an item that usually we don't see. Boxes with Veil of Discord is going to amplify some of that damage. Boxy's not playing for himself, you're not going for Hand of Midas and then trying to get Aghanim Feather maybe later on, but for now he understands that most of that damage is going to be magical, and look how fast they melt.
3-man geomagnetic grip with the magnetize, and that is perfect play from Nisha. Silence has made it impossible for them to leave the fight. The swap really didn't do anything either. But finding a stride and really flowing into a lead here, they've got themselves a 6K advantage. Tormentor picked up for the side of EG. They did get that shard for Pangolier. C-Smile's got that roll up now. Looking to get himself a Lincoln's, try and survive and not get himself pulverized into the ground Yamcha style.
You need some kind of a defense against that. Also, you're playing into Terrorblade, the Sunder. EG has been like relatively quiet. They're still farming. Phantom Assassin is level 17. Finished off BKB, about to finish off Dessa. Holding Orb of Destruction, so there's going to be a ton of minus armor coming up from Phantom Assassin. Liquid going for their own Tormentor. Boxy dropping low, but he's fine. And because he dropped his HP dropped lowest, he's going to receive the shard. I wish it worked that way.
That's the secret, though.
That's the secret sauce, yeah.
If you lose the most HP going for Tormentor, your chances of getting that shard just escalate. So now he's got that upgrade of the Cursed Crown. Bramble's making things very difficult. Will force these heroes into having perfect positioning, truthfully.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
There's going to be so much stuff on the ground from Liquid, like a random Ice Vortex, Ramble Maze now with the Cursed Crown upgrade, the Magnetize, Reflection, Primal Beast running in. It's going to be a very difficult game for EG to, like, they need to be the one starting the fight. Otherwise, I feel like if they get initiated on, damage has already been done and they will need to fall back. Server Ward, Nisha, he's in as Blade Mail, has another Shield Rune, so he's really not afraid to jump in.
How many times has he had Shield Rune already?
I don't know. After 3, I stopped counting.
Extra 1,277 effective HP. That is a lot. Over like 3,800 effective HP. For an Earth Spirit, 24 minutes into the game makes you feel pretty invincible, as he's also almost got this heart. Shows funny screen for a second. The Primal Beast is win rate, but they go in with the Pulverize and the quick damage with a Bedlam on top of this side. Primal Beast doesn't even need to use the BKB. They kill off C-Smile with ease.
Dire is
They
scared.
will rain the Roche off that.
This should secure them Roche. Primal Beast having this level 15 talent. The spell mechanic off its own, if necessary, against a lot of this stuff, like we're talking about Veil of Terror, Twin Protector ulti. What are you laughing about?
The onslaught into the Roche pit, knocking Nikkei out of it. Thank you. See, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, Zai wants to get the ages for himself. He's a real carry for the first 25 minutes.
See you soon.
Immediately moving towards top. See that? He's pushing in the creep wave.
Bound regeneration.
Go to plus win probability. Right up there for Liquid, and they are going to find Matthew at the end of the day. He gets a kill there. Liquid with another one under the belt. Bottom, Ice Fire's coming in, and this is going to be another top, bottom.
Your spirit leaves your
You know that things are not going well for you if you're losing heroes in the bottom, in the top lane. They're also holding the Aegis. Feels like Team Liquid might be ready to go
Tower's about to topple.
and take out these last tier 2 towers. Not sure if they want to like commit to a high ground. There's nothing in the bottom, but if they find another opening, they might go for it. Now look at this magical damage coming out. It's mostly magical. Everything except Terrorblade. And we still haven't seen Mickey hit heroes because he's been jungling for the good like 15 minutes pretty much. And something that we did mention, like Terrorblade, he is also not afraid to get Scotty to become super tanky. He's sitting at 34 armor at the moment. And another hero that likes to buy and another combo.
Yeah, look at C-Smile forced to roll out. He does survive. I mean, that's something. Now they're going to go to the front. They've got themselves the call. Zai's caught. Terrorize comes in, but it's not going to be enough to save the Primal Beast. Cattle Hunger onto Earth Spirit, but Nisha makes the roll onto the high ground and escapes the grasp of EG, who, kind of use a lot just to get that kill. Those BKBs going to be on cooldown now if Liquid maybe attempt with the next Metamorphosis to take a fight soon after, but without Zai at the moment, they'll probably stay at their distance.
EG probably happy with the kills that they got, even though they traded 2 9-second BKBs, they still managed to get a kill, and also Pakaz getting last hit, getting closer to that level 20 talent. He has a ton of damage coming out. Also finding a tier 3 token. Let's see what he's going to get from it. Alan Tunic is afraid of Terrorblade, his right clicks before he gets MKB.
That BKB now has that Basher. Deso, only 2 charges on it. It was a later Deso after he went Battle Fury BKB into the Deso there.
Yeah, it wasn't Deso now, it was Deso later. That's why.
Tower is under attack.
They're still gonna go and try to take this tier 1 tower top. A couple of minutes left in that Aegis.
They're still going. They want Panda. They'll get themselves the Pulverize and the kill. Okay, with another. Did they look even further? They do. See Smile after taking a lot of damage. The roll from Nisha all the way low. Stifle dagger. Can he get that kill? They'll take out C Smile. Down goes Matthew. Khan's not doing enough damage. He doesn't have enough health either, or help.
Radiant stretches
Can call on Nisha.
Into tier 4s, but this Heart Regeneration, Dragon Scale, keeping him alive. They're super tanky. And something that we did mention is Pangler, he's never going to feel too comfortable rolling onto the top of Terrorblade. If he uses meta, he can just shred him. So he needs to be careful. This is not also Pangler that does have Lincoln Sphere, Aghanim Scepter. It's a Blink Dagger for now. Dandelion Amulet, so a little bit of a magic resistance, but still physical damage coming out from Terrorblade is insane. He's having his MKB finish going into BKB next, but they're still going to respond this high ground defense from EG.
Because Divine Rapier queued up.
It's a bit of an early one.
Let's see. If you can make something happen with it. Got the light now off again. Now Ice Blast coming in. BKB's going to wear out in just a moment from Whisper, but they've got the bash. They'll have the right clicks. Matthew is the one who gets that kill. He'll pick up a good 699.
Some good initiation from Whisper, finding Nisha 2 times in a row, blocking his roll as well. Going into Refresher next on Axe. They feel like they lack this control, so with Refresher you will have 2 BKB charges, 2 calls available where they can actually burst people down. It's all it takes, Phantom Assassin, someone to hold them in place. I want to see if Pakaz actually wants to commit to this Divine Rapier. It's a bit of the riskier side. This is like 30 minutes we're talking about.
Right. I would say maybe you want one more item before that, something that makes you more survivable in a fight like this, but he's been trying to pick off and get in and out of these fights.
This is also pre-Shard, pre-Aghanim Scepter, even though like Aghanim Scepter got nerfed relatively heavy in the previous patch. We'll see if Pakaz wants to commit to it. I'd buy Relic after selling the Wraith Band and then like have potential Nullifier if he doesn't want it.
Horn of the Realm.
What's the is it just a straightforward, like you want Whisper and have Pakaz to get the damage out as the game plan for EG? Like, what's a more detailed look for them as they are starting to get down by quite a bit. It's 9,000 now, but with one more fight, it could be quite a formidable deficit on them. Oh, overgrowth from Matthew holding them in place. And now they're over. They've got the call, they have the Ice Blast, but it's not enough to deter it. Kaz has the kill. Ghost Scepter used by Insania. I asked for the details, but EG would rather show me because Insania's dead. 2 heroes gone. They have buyback available on the Ancient Apparition. They go to the Magnetize. Look, look for the roll on a Whisper. That's a kick. That's a kill onto Whisper. Down goes the axe. They've got control of the Phantom Assassin with BKB trying to TP out. Terrorize Throne, but it's not going to matter with the BKB lasting a second long enough.
Panda? This is any reveal, Insania. Not going around him.
No.
Side's gonna find him.
Ambitious.
Fena used buyback in that one. Very, very greedy Manta from Terrorblade. All the heroes were missing. He pops the Manta style to farm, and they catch him. The power of Treant Protector being invis, holding the gem, and then he couldn't get out of vulnerable. Ran on BKB on him.
They see him.
Killing
Next gem. This is massive. So they're going to be able to D-ward and also see this annoying Treant Protector who just set things up to kill Terrorblade.
That's going to mean that they need to find a pick-off in a much harder way than just having Matthew in deep to get that gem back. And Sandy's going to be holding it, but we'll see if he continues to hold that. Otherwise, maybe they get a pick-off on the Ancient Apparition to get that gem back in their hands.
And Pakaz, after seeing Yule Scepter, Ghost Scepter, Glimmer Capes, Aeon Disc, also on Dark Willow, he's gonna change his mind and go for Nullifier. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense. Because if you commit to Divine Rapier, this is also a nice play. Like he still got stunned by Onslaught, but Boxy also very quick to find him with the Yule Scepter. Matthew with the smile.
Almost. So they're gonna put pressure on over bottom. He's got Yules, like you said, has the Aeon Disc to survive. With the Nullifier now in the hands of the Phantom Assassin, maybe they can take that away and clean up the Dark Willow, who's got that fail as well, but landing a good Terrorize and or having the Bedlam on top of Zai really does add to the fight for them, so taking Dark Willow out might be a bit of a priority going forward. See how they fight, see how they hold, because it's also not that easy, like you said, for Matthew, because of the fact that they've got the gem in the hands of Liquid. And that's being held by Boxy at the moment. We'll see how much that works, because it's not like Dark Willow is deep into the fight, right? Like, he's usually sitting on the back.
Invisibility.
Do you want to keep the distance? Zai might be the one holding it, but seems like he's prioritizing having Soul Ring as his mana tool, because Primal Beast, he does consume a lot of mana, especially when there's nothing happening. You want to be farming those camps as fast as possible and then getting out of trouble.
For that fight, things quieting down a little bit for Liquid, but they are also setting up for the next Roche. They're not trying to lose anybody before this Roshan respawns, and play out for a second, but back in, sees that Roche is available. And this should favor Liquid, but they're not taking it immediately, just at maybe looking to see if EG come their way.
I don't think EG's going to defend this one. Those lanes are, all three lanes are pushed in. Terrorblade causing a lot of problems. They don't have that one hero who deals well with TB illusion. Sometimes you'll see like supports picking up some Dagon, but they're really not close. Matthew again.
Spotted, yeah.
Performance.
Well, he already lost his gem, so can't lose it twice.
That's true. Now they kind of know where the side of Liquid is, but like you said, they're not going to be defending this one. They're trying to get the next items or so, and Pango is trying to get the Octarine Core. He's 500 gold away from that. Because I believe finished he has the Abyssal Blade, so he's gonna have that extra little touch of lockdown, and he's got a double damage now bottled up. That would be a different taker. And a rough spot, Jules from the Dark Willow. They have the Bedlam, a Shadow Realm Strike from Boxy to get the kill on a Panda, so now both supports are dead on EG. Right off that Roach.
Having a hard time pushing the high ground. Like one swap, one call from Axe could cause a lot of issues. And also you can't deal chip damage to the towers because of living armor.
It does not make it easy to just put a little damage on. But this top tier 3 not being healed at the moment. 1,000 health. He's working on mid. Matthew out far. He's going Axe, so...
No, he's going Midas. Midas is being delivered on Courier. 35-minute
Radiant's middle tower.
recovery Midas.
So he ended up getting the blink before the Midas too. He had that queued up originally. I thought maybe he'd go Midas first, but ends up going into the blink dagger then the Midas, which now at 35 minutes, if they can hold, might pay itself off. But we'll see. That's a long way back.
Terrorblade meta still up and running for another good 30 seconds. EG gonna smoke double damage. Walk like the cause. Level 23 Phantom Assassin with Nullifier, full of Missile Blade, and now has Divine Rapier queued up.
There's the initiation. I think they're going to look at trying to get the kill here out of terrible. Look at the airball coming in. That's going to land on the green. He's going to get hold of connecting the kill. Will take out his first one of accounts. Whisper and all gone. The guy's bought out. He does not have buyback.
Double.
Got the kill on the
this is
terrible.
massive.
This is terrible. They'll lose some smile.
This might be the game. Insania with some good plays, landing Ice Blast, I believe, on pretty much all of them, and also Zai jumping in, pulverize, grabbing the target, and this might be the game. 65 seconds with no Phantom Assassin. You're going to be playing against Mega Creeps, or if they're going to fish, see if Pakaz does have buyback. Uh-oh, this is very dangerous territory for EG. They're going for the throne.
Radiant's middle tower is not feeling the love.
Potentially make a move here, trying to throw these magic missiles out with the shard to stun them a couple. They're still going for the tier 4s. You have Matthew to try and keep it living armor to hold on longer, but that's not working out right now. And Whisper,
Radiant's middle tower has
he's going to start farming, maybe thinking that they can hold. He left the base. He's out of there. Now they've got the swap. Fountain's not going to do enough. And they've got the roll. They've got the glyph. They still call GG. And that will be game 1 going the way of Team Liquid over Evil Geniuses.
Team Liquid getting the jump and getting the kill on Phantom Assassin, who invested everything. This was the best shot that EG had, pretty much, because Phantom Assassin had double damage. They managed to burst Terrorblade, but he was still holding the Aegis. Even without Aegis, I still feel